Hello? My microphone's working again. Good. Finally. Took long enough. Let's play golf. Let's play Battle Golf. Fight over 9 holes on one course, all at the same time. First to 3 flags wins. You can use me characters mode. No. Speed golf. Just standard golf, please. I'll be fine with just normal golf. Just button controls. Controllers. Just one. Stroke play. Take turns. Yes. Total with CPU. 2, 3, 4. And I want to play King Ba Ba Bam Bam Bam. Ba Bam Ba Ba Bam. Or Charging Chuck. King Ba Ba Bam. Spawns bombs in landing zone. That seems fucked. Clubs. Clubs? Oh. CPU clubs. Anybody, I guess. And dominant hand. Why does that matter? What does clubs mean? Just how good their clubs are? It's randoms. Randoms is fine. Play the Balmy Dunes. Let's not. That sounds depressing. The Bonnie Greens. Let's just do random. We're gonna do 18 holes. Special shots. Okay. I remember how to do all this. It's okay. Super backspin, backspin, standard spin. So top spin, standard spin, backspin. Set shot power. Okay. Ball usually roll farther when it lands. Use L to curve. Yeah, okay. I did remember all of it. I was right. Oh, I got the Dusty Dunes anyways. Hey, Master Bard. We moved the chat up.
Ready?
Chat's like really low down. Hey man, just recently found your channel, says the Prophet Music. Hello, Prophet. Thank you for finding the channel, I guess. I don't know what else to say. I appreciate you watching the videos. Give it some top spin. I didn't even check the wind. Oh well, we did okay. Saw your Stamper and Barry interview. I think those are now my most watched videos on the channel. The Prophet Musico, just subscribe. Mr. Winky Face said yeet. Did you see where Stamper streamed with me last week? Or the week before? When we played Jackbox? What made you start? You seem right up my alley. What made me start making videos? It was a lot of different stuff, really. I think the main thing was everybody kept telling me that I was way too critical about stuff and that I just needed to enjoy stuff more. I'm gonna put Wanny on the left so there's so much going on the right. But yeah, it was like so much of people saying like, "Oh, you're just too critical of media," and then they'd make the joke like, "Oh, you should start a YouTube channel." You did. You were hoping to get another interview. Hope he's okay. He seems all right. He's busy as hell, from all I can tell. Really, that seems to be like the big thing in his life right now. Is just he's a very busy guy. He's working on a lot of NDA stuff. How does the avatar work? This one? How does Wanny work? Well, he took over my body way back when he landed on Earth, and he's been here ever since. And now he just lets me stream video games every now and again, which is really nice of him, honestly. He doesn't have to do that, but he does. What the fuck? I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Let's just do a little bit of this action then. That's odd. I get that from my friends too. Haven't jumped the gun yet. I really like... I watched Barry's video on how to make videos, and that taught me how to use Premiere. And I already was always really into Photoshop. So it seems like a natural progression, or at least it did for me. Damn, that backspin's so hard that it just flew backwards. Short putt, medium putt, long putt. Let's do a medium putt. And it's like that way, and there's wind. Let's do this. Let's see if this works. This might work. And not enough. If you really want me to tell you how Wanny works, I can, if you want me to. Where did you find the Barry bid by chance? I remember a long time ago he made it, and I think we talked about it in the interview with him, that he basically taught me how to edit videos. He says he gets that a lot, but I don't know. You could probably just, I think it's on Grump Out maybe. I don't remember what channel it's on, or it might just be on his channel, like his own personal channel. I don't really remember. I just remember that he went over like how to do Premiere, and I was like, oh, this is like doing Photoshop but with like moving images.
Oh.
And then I thought that was, I was like, oh, obviously I can do this. Oh, on Adobe Premiere. Yeah, it was like his video on Adobe Premiere and how Adobe Premiere worked. And that was basically how I learned to do it. You don't have to tell. I'll just find my own alien. But I thought I was your only alien. You're gonna have other aliens besides me? Yeah. You think I can... Is that boy like in... I can't like really tell if that guy is like actually in the way or not. I'm guessing he is. They want me to do this. I'll just curve it like really hard. Yeah, I'll just hit it extremely hard and then curve it. He's not in the way. Okay, never mind. Well, thank God there was so much wind, I guess. What? What is that? Oh. Definitely getting on that. I have Oni's Blender tutorial in the bag as well with Where the Kids. Yeah, I really like Blender. I just taught myself Blender, basically. Basically, the way Wanny works is just he he watches me on a webcam, and then everything I do, Wanny does. That's basically how it works.
Nice, huh?
So if I really mess up, I could dox myself, which would be really funny. It'd be really funny, but also I'd probably lose my job or something.
Nice, huh?
Which, depending on who you ask, I guess that could be funny too. What are these shot types? Half shot, standard shot. Oh, so just half shot and standard shot. Okay. Probably just want to put some backspin on it. Yeah. So his special makes everything icy. Is that... am I reading that right? That like how it's supposed to be? Or is that sand or bouncy? Looks like ice. It's sparkling. Is that your avatar? It is my avatar. His name is Wanny. He's I never thought in my life that I would have an OC character, but I guess that is what he is. I guess he is my OC character. I'm not... Son of a bitch.
Ping shot. 30.
I use Wanny in the videos, but I don't have an updated version of Wanny yet to where he has his arms for the videos, but we're getting one.
Chip
We're
it.
getting an updated Wanny for the videos.
Nice, huh?
Right now, he just kind of looks like his old model. I hit that way too hard, didn't I? Yep. Maybe golf to cheer myself up wasn't the best call. All the artwork you've seen is quite nice. I actually didn't do the artwork for my channel.
Double bogey.
How do you write his name? It's Wanny, like I'll review Wanny thing. It's just a short nickname of I'll review anything.
Ready? Nice shot.
Fuck you, Luigi. Fuck you, Luigi. You got some spaghetti on your overalls. Fuck you, Luigi. I still haven't used my special shot. I guess I should use that here. Would probably be a good idea. Who's in charge of the PP? You or Wanny? Well, it really depends. Like, what I'm gonna use it for. Wanny doesn't fuck my wife, if that's what you're implying. Wanny doesn't fuck misreview anything. He's there for it, but he doesn't do anything in that. So she said that's what I think. So maybe he does. Maybe I'm just being lied to. Maybe this is all awful and everything sucks. Oh, Wanny's birthing all the cats with my wife. That makes more sense. All right, ba-bum, ba-bum. Ba-bum. What the fuck? Okay, let's just hit it as hard as we can. What does this do? Does he even, like... And it went into the bunker. What the fuck is going on? Can we get the driver out and maybe just hit it all the way over there? Might be able to. With the wind blowing that way, we probably can. No? Okay. Oh, the thing isn't nearly as tall, so we don't have as much energy. Okay. What do you think about this game? I really like Mario Golf in general. It's not the best game on the planet or anything, but I find it rather calming to play. It's just a fun, silly, you know, video game to play. Let's try this again. See if we can just get it as hard as humanly possible and get it over there. There we go. I've always liked Mario Golf and Mario Tennis. I played a lot of golf and tennis when I was a kid, so now I play a lot of Mario Golf and Mario Tennis as an adult. I'm not super into it or anything, just, you know, I guess a regular amount of into it. I think I like it a lot more than other people. Yeah, that's what I like about it. It's very cozy. Son of a bitch, Luigi. You see that? Luigi got a fucking eagle. How is the new Guilty Gear? I really like Guilty Gear as well. I'm more of a BlazBlue guy than a Guilty Gear guy, but they're practically the same game, so there's not really much, you know, going on there. They're both ArcSys fighters, so I don't know what you can say about that, really, at the end of the day.
Nice on.
Okay, let's see if we can do this. Give it a little bit of standard spin. I should have given it backspin, but whatever. You know, the real thing that's missing from this game is is missing the ball entirely and just not hitting it. I get it. I got it.
Double bogey. Birdie.
Wait, you've never played Guilty Gear or a BlazBlue?
Birdie.
I really want to play Soul Calibur 4 on here.
Nice par.
Soul Calibur 4 is a lot of fun. These guys getting par. I'm over here getting double bogeys. I'm gonna +5. I'm really gonna have to do, like, I'm really gonna have to pull something out of my ass for this. Ori and the Blind Wisps. I only know anything about Ori because, well, I played a little bit of it, but I mostly know about Ori stuff from White Light talking about it. And just talking to him about it. Why would he do that? Why wouldn't he hit it further than that? Am I missing something here? Like, why wouldn't he do this and just try to hit to the center of the map? Are they throwing me a bone? You never played Guilty Gear or BlazBlue? Well, then you're gonna have a time. Who do you play in Guilty Gear? Guilty Gear and BlazBlue are both like very wand chooses the wizard type games, you know? 18-mile-per-hour winds? Holy shit, that's a lot of wind. Well, at least I got it over there. Jesus. Well, I'm in the bunker, though. You just downloaded the Ori and the Blind Wisps today? I've heard that it's a decently good game. I watched Oni Plays play it, too. So, I know a little bit about it from just that. What is Buccaneer version? What does that mean? Potemkin? Hell yeah. Playing Potemkin. Thank you, KZ. Oh, I see. The Buccaneer version. So in Blaze Blue, if you play Potemkin in Guilty Gear, then in Blaze Blue you play Iron Tiger. It's too expensive in your currency? I don't doubt that. I just need to kind of get out of this bunker a little bit. How far can I hit it with the driver? If I just smack it with the driver again. I might get over there. I might be able to do this. It's gonna swing hard to the right. So like, up here. Ah, yeah. I don't know if that made it. Nope. Oh, that's technically a bunker too? Okay. That's not that bad. I've had worse. Iron Tiger looks awesome. He is awesome. Iron Tiger's the guy that you play if you really want to, like, get railed in Blaze Blue, though. Because he's such, like, he's such a good character, and he's so easy to play that everybody knows how to play against him. Because he's such a, like, a throwy boy that's like, oh, okay, well, how do you play against Iron Tiger? You just have to learn with every character how to not get grapple comboed with him into the wall. So I would say that's probably the worst part about playing Iron Tiger, is just everybody at least knows how to beat you. If you play him not like a grapple comboer, though, nobody has any idea how to fight you. Like, you'll just confuse the shit out of your enemies. I've played against a guy who plays Tiger as a rushdown character, and it's just the wackiest, craziest shit. I should have had backspin on it. And like everybody who plays him is like, you don't play Tiger like a grappler at all. What the fuck are you doing? Just because he has Volt Hammer, which is down forward B, is it like slides towards the enemy at like it's a pretty good gap closer. And if you can get on top of people like that, like good enough, then people have no idea how to fight you if you're not trying to grapple. Because every time Tiger gets on top of you, you'll just, like, normal Tiger players will try to, like, grapple immediately when they touch you. But if you don't go for the grapple, people always go for the grapple counter, like, when you get close to them. So they'll try to grapple counter, and then you won't try to grapple them, and then you'll just punch them, and then they'll get really confused. An honest pirate? That has to be the most honest pirate I've ever seen. Now I'm at a +4. What wonder? Still losing terribly. I like these little holes in this map.
Ready?
What? No. No. Here, ask me if I feel better, and I just do not. I don't know what to tell you. That was a good shot, I guess. I guess that was kind of what I was going for. Do the Spinies just act like trees? Or do they do something special? Yeah, getting grabs off with Potemkin is really hard. Tiger has a one of his combos is oh, so that's what it does. They just blow apart. One of his grabs is you have to make an entire circle with the analog stick or the D-pad to get the grab off. So I've seen players literally like let go of the stick and then put their palm on the analog stick and then spin it really, really fast to try to get the grab off. And that's really like the only, that is honestly sometimes the best way to do it. Tager has this thing where instead of like zoning with Potemkin has a lot of zoning stuff and a lot of stuff that really comes in handy for zoning. Tager doesn't have much zoning, so his thing is every time he hits somebody with one of his what would that be? C? With one of his C abilities, it charges up magnetism on the character, and then it's like a bar on the character, and then once the magnetism is charged up, the character is constantly moving towards Tager, and Tager's constantly moving towards them, so they're just constantly getting closer to you, so it makes it a lot easier to get your grabs off at the end. Yeah, Zangief's full circle inputs are basically the exact same thing. You're thinking with portals. That please have enough backspin to. Okay, never mind, I guess. I don't know. This is not gonna go well. I just realized that that thing unbends when I turn. Surely it's not that much, right? Yeah, it's not that much. At least I'm on the green. I like that effect, that shader that they put. So what's super backspin? And how do I do that? I know that it said earlier, but not really sure I understand. Hold on. There is a like controls thing, isn't there? Shot type, start shot, rangefinder, top view, special shot. Okay, I guess I'll figure out later. Anything I want to talk about? I don't know. I have not. I don't know. I don't know what's upsetting me. I'm just sad because I haven't taken my medicine in a couple of days, I think. I just forgot to take my medicine, and then I was like, oh shit, I haven't taken my medicine, and I feel awful. And I just feel like mentally very upset over nothing because I take Paxil and Wellbutrin, and Paxil is not one of those things where you can just not take it. You know, if you don't take it, it works really well, but if you don't take it, it will fuck you over. Let's see if we get this. I might get this. Nope. I'll get the tap in though. That and I guess I'm also kind of upset about copyright, of all things to be upset about. I was talking to Barry yesterday. I was just basically talking to all of my YouTube senpais and asking them, you know, what can I do about DMCA with anime reviews? And it just seems to be that there's nothing really you can do, you know? It's like DMCAs on anime are just so common that everybody has the issue of like not being able to do anything with anime stuff and not being able to do anime reviews. And that kind of sucks. It blows hard. I got backspin on it. Not enough backspin. I still need to learn how to do super backspin. Also topspin. I don't know how to do that either. Maybe I can just shoot it right in from here. Oh, he's going for his special. That's so good on this map. Wait, he can hit other, you can hit other people's balls with your special? I didn't know that. Yeah, ice flower freeze. So he does do ice.
Nice on.
Blossom strike? What's that? Multiple balls are sent flying. Okay. So yeah, he just makes things very slippery, and hers is just like an attack, essentially. We can knock other people's balls out of the way. Ah, okay. I've wondered how many times someone like Super Eye Patch Wolf has to upload to get a DMCA, or even Nintendo content for that matter. I have no idea. That kind of stuff baffles me. It seems so, like... It seems so impossible to get up, like, some anime content these days. I have no idea. I just want to do a review of your anime show. Please don't... Please stop bothering me with DMCAs. I'm not trying to show people your show, I promise. I'm just trying to tell them to watch it for themselves. Oh, I really should have got that shot.
Bogey.
I really should have got that shot.
Nice par.
Everybody's gonna get tap in.
Nice par.
There we go. At a +6.
Bogey.
Jesus. I should just start over.
Ready?
Should just start my whole life over. Super Eye Patch Wolf would be a good interview. I should contact him and ask him if he'd want to come on the show. He seems like a good guy. I really liked his video on martial arts. I always think of him as, I always mistake him for the guy who does A Fox in Space. They're obviously two different guys, but just because his name is Eye Patch Wolf, that makes me think of Star Wolf. And then thinking of Star Wolf makes me immediately think of Super Eye Patch Wolf. How about this? Let's see what this does. Okay, so it's like an AoE. Almost said an area of effect spell. Damn. Okay, that's pretty good. Just ruined Waluigi too. Just absolutely ruined his day. My problem with that type of content is getting the cliff notes and never actually consuming it. I kind of feel the same way. I don't know I don't know how I feel about like cliff notes versions of content when it comes to something like I'm fine with recommending something, but the cliff notes version of something. I almost did cliff notes like Chrono Trigger until I decided that that was a really bad idea and people need to go play Chrono Trigger themselves. Why would they, you know, and the video was going to be like 3 hours long of like, here's what's good about Chrono Trigger and here's what's good in each scene of Chrono Trigger. But I realized that at the end, nobody was going to play Chrono Trigger.
Nice on.
And I figured I'd rather just stick with Mandalore's style anyways. Mandalore seems to have like a really good style of video that I can get behind. I don't know how I feel about the length of his videos. I'd rather stick around the 6 to 10 minute mark, but he makes some good content. There's no denying that. Jesus. God, I fucked that up bad. Where did I even go?
Nice shot.
Prepare for the hole-in-one that, or the... Nope. Okay. It's more so hearing the passion of someone else enjoying it can stave me from enjoying it myself, doubting it would derive... Yeah, that too. I feel the same way. If somebody, like, really enjoys something, then, like, watching them enjoy it, I feel like... I watched a good video about it yesterday where it was something like... somebody talking about... Sublimation, the video game, of whether or not they would have, like, played Sublimation themselves or not, considering that they had watched a Let's Play of it, and they just got, like, the idea of the level design, and then they got the idea of the ending, and then they never played it or bought it themselves. Also, I'm just gonna start over because I'm doing terrible. But yeah, that they were like, oh, well, I watched a Let's Play. I'm definitely not going to, like, I'm definitely not going to buy it and play it now because the ending was terrible and I know how all the puzzles work, you know? And I was like, that's a fair point. Okay, just making sure that the other shots don't do anything. Okay, starting over. Fuck that. I'm trying to learn how to do top spin and back spin. That's what do you quit a Let's Play and who were you watching play it? See, that's a standard spin. I wasn't trying to go for standard spin. I was trying to go for top spin. Maybe I should just Google it and figure out how to do it. Or maybe... Hold on. Maybe I should not Google it and just let the video game teach me. Tell me how to do... Super curve? Learn how to do... I get how to do that. Approaching, shift and control... Shift and affect shot accuracy. Hilly lies. No, I get all that. Spin shots. Yeah. Top spin increases. Yeah, I get that. Tap twice when selecting a shot's power to add top spin to increase how far the ball will roll. Adding backspins. Yeah. So, like, just twice, like, tap it twice really fast. And there's no such thing as super top spin either. I want to play Bob-omb again. Randos, it's fine. And let's play something happier. Let's play Bonnie Greens. What's back? Championship. Standard, I guess. Okay. Press something again to power your shot. Oh, I see. Like, when selecting, you just press it twice. And you do that for top spin, too. Okay. Let's try that. You think it was Vinny from Vinesauce? I didn't know he played Sublimation. Reminds me of how I used to watch the two best friends play vids back when they were part of Machinima. Not enough content to say I've seen the whole game, but just enough to get decent at it. What was your favorite Subliminal? Was it? I thought it was Sublimation. What was your favorite game? Okay, I learned how to do top spin. I'm curious. Teach me your favorite ways. Call me by your name. That was a weird thing. He did top spin, but pulled back. Mario showing great technique. Oh no, it's Baby Bowser. Or Bowser Jr. I guess Baby Bowser and Bowser Jr. are different things. Superliminal. Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
Nice shot.
I just realized I'm not saying anything. Your favorite game is Persona 4, and you bought a Vita to play Golden, and it's I never played Golden, but I did play Persona 4, and I sure do love it too. I really like... I wasn't buying a Vita for Golden. I just wasn't gonna do it. I understand doing it, but I just wasn't gonna do it. I really didn't want a Vita. I didn't like my first PSP. Like, I feel like the PSP was... Everybody who I've talked to so far who enjoyed the PSP grew up poor. Because it was always like, oh, well, I liked my PSP because I didn't have a computer. And it was my first way getting on the internet. But I had a shitload of internet experience as a kid. So I didn't really care for it at all. Okay, super backspin. Hey, that was a pretty good shot. Bruh, PSP was a rich thing back home. Was it really? I didn't know anybody who was a rich kid with a PSP. Rich kids had Xbox 360s where I lived. Even more rich kids had just PCs if they were interested in, you know, getting on the internet. I've been on the internet since I was like a little kid, though. Like a little kid. I was on the internet when I definitely shouldn't have been. And that probably had a lot to do with me not caring much for the PSP. My dad is an IT tech, and he's like a systems admin. What did you think, KZ, since Persona 4 is your favorite game, what did you think of 5? I'm curious. For somebody whose 4 is their favorite game, I'd be curious to know, be interested to know. Also, how do you feel about 3 as well?
Nice birdie.
I'm doing much better at this game. I put in at least 100 hours into Golden. You never finished Vanilla 4? Really? You must really like anime high school stories. You're surprised my dad isn't a shaman or something? Shut up, Legs. You got all the trophies on 5? Really? That's impressive. I sunk about 200 hours into 5 too, I think. And I didn't care for it that much. Like, in reality, I was just like, I don't know. Now that I review things, I don't know what I would give it. I'd probably give it a 5 or a 6. Like, I'd probably give it a 6, I think. Because I would probably just say that Persona 5 is fine. I'm not sure I'd say it's good. It's good in a lot of ways, but I think as like a whole product, it's fine. Like, as far as art style goes, it's got a 10, man. Like but story-wise, they really dropped the ball in comparison to the last two products. It's just not as engaging in multiple ways as the previous two products were. Yeah, 5 has a very good art style. When it comes to the turn-based RPG mechanics, it is one of the better turn-based RPG mechanic games that you'll find. It is way better than several others. Superstar Strike, what does that do? Oh, it just fucks me. Thanks, Mario. Thanks for fucking me. I always wanted to be fucked by Mario. So now what? That's gonna be quite a, this is gonna be quite a shot now. I highly doubt I can make this. Son of a bitch! Persona 3 is really good story and aesthetic, 4 is better characters and feeling, and 5 is a really good example of how this series isn't dead. It's still, say, it's the classic part of 4. I'm really excited for Shin Megami Tensei 5. I think that's a really interesting looking take on 5. And I think that that's the big draw for me is, whoa, look at how they improved Persona 5, you know? Not only that, how they improved Nocturne. Improving on Nocturne is a damn hard thing to do, but they did it with Persona 5. Persona 5 is just generally better off than, like, Nocturne is by itself. Come on, man. Come on! Just blow up and take them all with me. I am sincerely thinking about it. I'm gonna be on stroke 4. Okay, well, at least everybody else got stroke 4 as well. Oh, Mario got stroke 5 after fucking us. Thank God. I think you're right on 5 being a good example of this series isn't dead. I did get robbed on that putt, you're right.
Ready?
I think that Persona 3's biggest problem is that it drags on too much. It really drops the ball when it comes to pacing. And pacing's important for something that's gonna be as long as it is. Persona 5, though, at least drops the ball even more. Persona 5 drops the ball so goddamn hard when it comes to pacing. It has some of the worst pacing I've ever seen in a video game.
Look easy.
Master Bard redeemed roll the d20. Let's roll that d20. We got a 14. What does a 14 give us? The 14 is take picture of the nearest pet. Very well, then. The nearest pet is Baby Kitty, my favorite kitty. Yeah, he's sweet. Okay. Now how am I gonna send you guys this picture? That's the question. I guess I'll put it in the Discord. There he be. My baby kitty. Tomar every bald man be. Persona 5 Strikers does improve a bunch story-wise from 5. Not a fan of Musou games. Does it really? How would you improve on Persona 5's story with Strikers of all things? I really am, like, inclined to not believe you. I have a hard time putting together an improvement of a story being done in a Musou game, since Musou games have such a problem with pacing in the first place just based on their genre. Like, the genre is just filler. Like, the whole game is gonna be filler. It's Muso. My cat is an American cousin of your cat. That's good. I'm about to rob these men. Holy shit. I just overshot it. I didn't know it would shoot that far. I guess I'm in the rough. Whatever. Come on, Babam. Mario Golf is coming home. I read that as just a tiny Japanese lady. If you look very closely in the background of the picture, you'll see that I have a gas mask hanging next to my bed. That is because my father is a paranoid fucking military. My dad is a paranoid paramilitary man.
Nice on.
Let's do this. Like that. That wasn't nearly hard enough. And with the backspin. Well, I made... Jesus. What are you doing? Wily is like getting in the corner over here and like breaking stuff on purpose. Like he's bored. Why are your cat's nails painted? Those are nail clips. You put them on top of the cat for like so that they're, instead of taking their nails off, you know? Oh, nice. Instead of taking their nails out, you can put these little caps on their nails with super glue. And Baby Kitty was born with some weird stuff where he can't like put his toes up. His fingernails won't like get put up. So his fingernails are always out.
Nice birdie.
So he's a very sweet and affectionate cat, but not being able to put his fingernails up has several issues. When he tries to, when he tries to spend any time with you, it really hurts. Then there's, like, when he goes up and down the hallway, he, like, you can hear him click-clacking all the way up the hallway. And you can always, you're never gonna not know that it's Baby Kitty coming down the hallway. Let's see this picture of your cat, my man. Oh, that's a sweet kitty. I like your mechanical keyboard, too. They don't look like cousins, though. They don't look anything alike. Yours is gray, mine's black. It was $20 on Amazon. The cat? That's a pretty cheap cat.
Ready?
That's a pretty good picture of Baby Kitty, I'm not gonna lie. So, is there like a thing for like the second hit on the, because like the first one's selecting power, and then in other games the second like hit on this is like, is that just for you to shape it, or is that for like the angle that you want to hit at? Or do they just dumb down golf games extremely to where like you only have to really press the button once? That's a steal. That's a pretty good joke is what that is. Good part about my life is at least when I'm sad, I can just stream and talk to people that I know, even in a parasocial type way, like care about me or will say nice things. Not everybody has that. Always remember that people can be really sad, and remember to respect other people's perspective of life and to remember they might be having the worst day ever in their entire life when you talk to them and treat them that way, as if they are. I don't remember what that's from, but that always stuck with me. Like, the person you talk to randomly, just on the side of the street might be having the worst day of their entire life. Your chest vagina is looking lovely today. You flatter me. Flattery will get you everywhere. So do I have to do anything on this? No, I don't. So you don't have to do anything unless you're going to shape the shot. You literally have to do nothing. That was a really good shot, though.
Nice on.
Yeah, like, that's what I remember. In the old Mario Golfs, you had to, like, choose... You had to do, like, different stuff to get different, shots. It does the characters better, and the story is better paced. The overworld is, like, in 5, and the story is paced over a month, but the day progression is tied to how far you get in the dungeon? What the fuck? So, that doesn't sound like a Muso game to me. Like, that doesn't sound like your standard Muso game. But I guess that's not what defines a Muso game either. A Muso game is defined by the style of gameplay that it is. And I guess it was about time somebody improved on the Muso formula, though, right? Because God knows, we could have used anything that wasn't just your standard Muso game.
Nice.
Another birdie. I really hate Muso games, though. I find them to be some of the worst filler, like, style games of all video games. They're like the cotton candy of video games. I'm getting kind of hungry. I haven't eaten. It's almost 8 o'clock.
Ready?
Okay, let's do some front spin. And just all the way forward. Going straight into that rough, aren't we? Going straight into the rough. Please don't go into the bunker, at least. Oh, we stayed on the fairway, I think. Yeah, we're in the short rough. Okay, whatever. I have AIDS. Imagine Persona 5, but all the combat is Mementos, is Muso combat. That's the only real difference, but the story is actually good and is a real sequel to 5.
Nice shot.
This is gonna sound stupid, but I really don't think 5 needed a sequel. 5's story was its weakest element. I think the worst part of it was dealing with the story of that game. There wasn't a single character I gave a shit about, except for fucking the teacher. Kiwami was, like, the whole reason I played that game, basically. And right at the beginning of the game, when I saw the teacher for the first time, I said, I'm gonna fuck that teacher. And then it became a meme in my friends group as they watched me play Persona 5. And then eventually, I fucked that teacher. Kind of want to go to the... Yeah, kind of want to go to the 4 here. Let's see how this goes. This could be really bad or really good. I put a lot of backspin on it, though. It's okay.
Nice
I would call that backward. I would call that bad. Get some foodie, my duty. Don't call me that. You call me a fucking duty, you don't even want to know what I'll do. How are you supposed to eat Tic Tacs? Like 30 of them at a time. At least that's what the kids in school taught me. Eating Tic Tacs is all about getting a shitload of them and as many in your hand as you can to eat all at once. I'm hungry for you, shit. You can't be hungry for my shit. That's gross. Do you chew them or suck on them? You chew them, of course. My penis weenus, of course. I'm not really sure how I feel about this music. I understand what they did. They've got this like upbeat, like very fast sounding music to play so that people won't take forever putting when you're playing it with a group. But I don't think I agree with the choice of music here. Because golf is, you know, relaxing as a... Jesus. Is relaxing as a sport. Having this, like, racetrack music, you know, just really, really doesn't fit at all. It's a really bad track to use here. Jesus, Mario. You didn't even fucking try. There we go. R? Yeah, I figured. Yeah, I think Nintendo really fucked up this time. Somebody give her... I don't know. At Nintendo, you probably could get fired over something like that. They seem so specific with their, like, with their... everything they do. Everything seems to be so by the numbers. Jesus Christ, Mario. Mario is going out of his way to not hit that. That's how he feels about Peach, too. That's how everybody talks about Peach. Mario is going out of his way to not hit that.
Ready?
Okay, now can I get a hole in one? Nope. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Never gonna happen. Never gonna get one. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, I would say something like the musical thing that I just said about the music on the green and during putting. And then somebody would say something like what Legs said. And then everybody would make fun of me. And then they'd say, go start a fucking YouTube channel reviewing video games. And then I did. It's exactly how it happened. Everybody'd make fun of me for caring too much about random bullshit. Which, that is totally within their right and something they should have done. Nintendo games generally seem to be missing something. It really depends on what game. They're always, like, missing something just because you can tell that, like, the designers did something where it's, yeah, well, fuck you too, Mario. Jesus. The designers will always have, like, one thing that they probably didn't put in the game because of, like... It's always a weird reason. It'll always be, like, they didn't put it into the game because they thought that it would be too hard, or they didn't put it into the game because they thought that Americans wouldn't like it, or... You know, they've got all that weird stuff that they deal with. It is always interesting to hear about, though. Well, how about them apples? Fuck me. Okay. Back to normal. Back to normal. Stroke 3. Come on. Oh, God. Thank God. The Prophet, you said that you found the channel through the Stamper interview, right? Have you watched Sleepy Cabin too, or any of Stamper's other stuff? Because if you haven't, you really should. Stamper's a very talented individual. What hole are we on? Hole 7. What dark side? What are you talking about? I don't have a dark side. Dark side Phil, more like. Dark side Fillmore. That's a pretty good hit. I think that's probably one of my better shots today, just in general. That's right there in the middle. Oh, well, fuck you too, Charging Chuck. He's just gonna knock me out of the spot. All he wants to do. He just wants me to get me out of that good spot that I'm in. Oh, his doesn't explode? Okay. What does Smoke Ball do? This is gonna make it hard for us to see. Oh, okay. It's just, yeah, it just sends balls flying. Hopefully he got me closer and not further away. Hey, he did get me closer. That's all right. That's fine. I wonder what the smoke ball does. If everybody gets up there before me, I'm going to use my special and just get them all off the green. Oh, you just watched Rice Pirate's new stuff? Mick is very talented. I did a video on why you should watch Blood Sun Vendetta. It's just such a... It's so good. The evil eyes are cool. You look like some kid just told you anime isn't cool. Trying to tell me that anime isn't cool, kid? Have you watched Naruto? Yeah, I didn't think so. Yeah, I'm just gonna get Baby Bowser off of that. Nice. That's exactly what I wanted. Wait, it didn't hit Baby Bowser's ball, so the center one doesn't do anything? Watched it just before episode 0? Oh. I'm glad somebody is getting something out of my work. Or somebody is, like, seeing it and then considering it before watching stuff. I don't think I've talked to anybody yet who actually, like, considers my stuff before watching stuff. Most people just watch reviews to find a reason to... And I talked about this before, but most people watch reviews to, like, have a reason to tell other people why they liked something. Or to find out why they liked or why they didn't like something. Not to find out if they should watch something or not. Most people just go, oh, well, I didn't like that. What's wrong with it? And then they'll go watch somebody review it. What? Food. It's okay, we'll go get some food. It's okay, we'll go get some food. I never played that rat game because of you. You never would have played that rat game in the first place. You're a liar. You're a dirty fucking liar. I was looking into the Sleepy Cabin Crew again and found you. Very refreshing, but unfortunately under trivial circumstances. Yeah. Just looking into the Sleepy Cabin guys stuff.
Ready?
You would not have played that rat game. You're a dirty fucking liar. I wonder if I can get some of the other Sleepy Cabin guys to come on the show. I'd really love to have Zach or Chris. Hell, I'd love to have Niall. Niall seems funny as hell. Guy that sounds like that other guy? Tomar? What about Tomar? He's not from Sleepy Cabin. He does. I would, I'd love to interview Tomar. I've messaged Tomar about doing an interview before, but he didn't say anything back, so I'm guessing he's not interested. I would have. It has rats and cards. What's more to want? That's true. Zach responded to a fan email. That's really sweet of him. I've never understood people not responding to fan email. I guess at some point it becomes overwhelming. But still, you could take a little bit of time out of your day to respond to fan mail. What the fuck was going on with those flowers there? Did you see those flowers growing? Is that gonna happen again? Like some texturing thing? Yeah, look at those flowers growing. What? How did... Why is it doing that? Let me see if I can get out of the way so you can get a better shot of that. Look at this. Look at that. The flowers grow, like, as they get closer. Super excited for Smiling Friends. Me too. I'd really like to do a video on it or something. What was your question for Pro Jared? What did you ask him? Who's Edmund McMullen? I don't know who Edmund McMullen is. My immediate thought is Edward Cullen when somebody says Edmund McMullen, because it rhymes. I'd also like to interview Michael Cusack if he'd ever be interested in it, but he's kind of like doing his own thing now. But Michael is a very creative individual. He only makes he seems to only make very good products. If you haven't seen oh, he's the creator of Super Meat Boy. Yes, I do know who he is. You should if you haven't seen God, what is the name of it? That's my only problem with that show, is I can never remember the name of it. It's Super Crystal Fantasy, something like that. Magical Crystal Fantasy? Jesus, what's it called? I'm gonna Google it because it seems rude to recommend it and not know. Magical Crystal... No, it's YOLO Crystal Fantasy, isn't it? Yeah, YOLO Crystal Fantasy. If you haven't watched YOLO Crystal Fantasy, it came out last year. It's very, very, very good. Michael K is a treasure, it's true. Would you interview the Nostalgia Trig if you somehow got him to agree with it? Yeah, absolutely. If Doug Walker wanted to come on the show, I'd love to talk to Doug Walker about everything he does. He's a fascinating man. I don't have any reason to not want to talk to Doug Walker.
Ready?
By the way, you guys, since, like, you're here, that means that you watch streams, so I guess this is as good as time as anybody to say. We're gonna be streaming this Saturday at 1 o'clock Central Time, and it's gonna be me and the Spiffing Brit and Mandalore, and we're gonna play Jackbox with chat, and we're gonna hang out, and you guys should come. It's gonna be a real treat. Me and the Spiffing Brit, like, noticed, like, we met through the video, the Resident Evil 4 video that I did with Mandalore and Brody and White Light, and it was just it was just weird. He just commented on the video saying like, hey, if you ever need somebody to teach you Rome Total War 2, I'm your guy. And I was like, whoa. And I was like, cool, I don't know anything about Rome Total War 2. So I contacted him and talked to him for a bit. And then, like, the next day after I talked to him, I was like, I didn't even know who he was. So I was just, like, looking at his stuff. And I was like, oh, hey, you make stuff too? He's like, yeah, I make stuff. I've got, like, a decent following. I was like, cool. So I looked at his channel. And he's got, like, what, 8 million followers? Or 8 million subscribers on YouTube. And I was like, holy shit. And then I looked it up, and he's literally in the top 10,000 YouTubers, YouTube channels. I was just like, damn, okay. Super flex. It was really weird. It was really like, off-putting's the wrong word, but it was very, very like, I don't deserve to be doing this. It was very much one of those. I got star-stricken or whatever. Am I streaming on Twitch also? Yes, I am. We're gonna be streaming on my channel. The Spiffing Brit doesn't stream on Twitch. I think he has the largest Twitch channel that has never streamed. That's like a big joke thing.
Nice approach.
His, like, that's part of his community, is that he has the largest Twitch channel that has never streamed once. So, he can't, I don't think he's gonna stream it.
Nice approach.
You're gonna be at work again? Yeah, well, that's your own fault, isn't it?
Nice approach.
Yeah, like, Doug Walker is a fascinating individual, not because, like, not because of anything more than, like, he just seems to be having fun and enjoying what he's making, and he somehow made that into a business, you know? He's just having fun, and he made that into his full-time job. And that's fascinating to me. Stuff like that is just fascinating to me in general. You're working 14 hours both Saturday and Sunday? Quit your job, dude. What do you even do? What do you do for a job? I've never asked you.
30.
Do you work in like a factory or something? Or maybe you're like a fucking doctor. You're like an on-call. You work security. Why does everybody who follows me seem to work security? I've got like 6 people who like talk to me regularly about my channel that work security. I guess it's because like working security means you get to do a lot of like, you generally have a lot of free time. You don't have to subscribe to me on Twitch. That's not how it works. You can just watch on Twitch. I'll still be streaming regardless if you subscribe or not.
Ready?
The only thing that you can follow me on Twitch, but streaming on Twitch is, or subscribing on Twitch is overkill. You don't have to do that. I don't make much money off of this in the first place. I'm doing it for fun. Sounds like you might need some protection. Renovating a house, so my hours are pretty fluid, but no promises I can make it. I'm also renovating my house. I completely tore down everything except for the plasterboard in my living room, and then put up some wall texture on it. Another 12-hour shift by yourself? What are you even guarding? Do you work like hospital security or like warehouse security? Because warehouse security is a lot more boring than like hospital security or museum security. Or do you just do whatever contract that they've got you on? Also, to be in security, you must be pretty swole. You a big boy, Legs? You a big boy, you legal? Are you all legs? So far, you've done warehouses and factories. That is the most boring shit to do security for. Everybody I've ever talked to who does security for a living, like, is, like, just hates doing warehouses. That was a pretty good shot. That was a really good shot.
Nice on.
You're 6'6"? No, you haven't told me that before. That makes you, like, the second tallest person I know. Aaron, who's been on the podcast a couple of times, is 6'8". Blake is 6'6", too. I don't think Blake's ever been on the podcast, though. They don't know Blake. It's true. I kissed Blake one time, though. On the warehouse job, you slept. It almost cut off all your blood circulation and died. How did you do that? Your dad cannot beat up my dad. My dad was a Marine. My dad could easily beat up your dad. My dad did 7 tours in Afghanistan. He only did 2, actually, I think. I don't know how many tours he did.
Birdie. Nice birdie.
You woke up and couldn't move your leg or right arm. Jesus. Did you, was somebody trying to break into the warehouse? Did you have to hobble after them with on your side, moving only with your leg and arm? Because that would have been really funny. You're like spider walking or crab walking. Your dad was a tour guide in Afghanistan? Well, Jesus.
Ready?
Your dad's a real badass.
Nice shot.
Channel Awesome was massive for internet culture. I was trying to describe it to Kira the other day, and it's hard to describe, like, how Channel Awesome was such a big thing for internet culture. Because, I mean, it's not really, like, it wasn't even particularly good. Like, it was just particularly everywhere, or it was just big because they covered everything. I really like Lindsay Ellis, though. I'm a big fan of Lindsay Ellis as far as being a critic. I'm a big fan of her critiques and her work. I don't know anything about her ethics or morals, but as a critic to critic, I think she's a wonderful individual. Put a little bit of spin on that. That's too much. Put me in the bunker, but still it's better than where I was. My phone ran out of battery in the first 3 hours, and you managed to jack off in a nearby bush before that happened. This is some of the most fucking Polish shit. Not Polish. This is some of the most Czech shit I've ever heard in my life. Slav, Czech, Polish shit. You fucking Slavs and you're jacking off in bushes at warehouses. I swear to God. shit. It's a national pastime? I bet. It must be with how much you do it. Slavic people be like, I'm gonna go jack off in that bush and then come home and drink. It was a really good Daoujin. Which one was it? What did Lindsay Ellis and Mars Girl cancel Vic Mignogna for again? Just being a cunt about people not being Christian? Is that what he got canceled about? That's all I remember it being about. Was he was like an asshole to non-Christian fans because he's very evangelical. I wonder if he's still like that. Is he still like insanely evangelical? Yeah, I got par. Whatever. Par's fine. It was like a MILF Daoujin. Oh. Well, you're not going to get any support from me. I'm really not into MILFs. I'm worried that one of these days Kira's going to get so old that I'm not going to be attracted to her anymore. Here, I just heard that. She went, what? It's going to happen. Okay, let's see here. Do this, and then give it a shitload of top spin. And just see how far we can hit it. At least she's not Slavic. If she was Slavic, she'd turn 40 and then become a wretched little gremlin. You mean Temple OS? Yeah, I remember Temple OS. The Twitch player crashed as soon as I said that. So it was like Kira like shot the computer or something. I really wish that happened. You thought Kira ripped out the internet cable? That's the best. I really wish you were right. That would have been really funny. Kira would be more likely to rip out my balls than to rip out the internet cable. That woman relies on the internet way too much. That woman's never not on the internet. She hates it when we have to turn off the internet for something. She's a real fucking loon. No, Vic is super nice to everyone. Oh, he was handsy with congoers. I've never cared about people being like, possibly, you know, handsy with fans. Like, if people didn't want to be touched by Vic Mignogna, don't go see Vic Mignogna at a con. I don't know. Like, it's none of my fucking business, obviously, but still. If you didn't want Vic Mignogna to possibly touch your boobs, then don't go see Vic Mignogna at MomoCon or wherever the fuck you went to see him. What is with the growing flowers? Like, that is so weird to me. This is gonna arc like a motherfucker. And into the tree. You know what? That was okay. That was an okay shot. I'm on stroke 4, but par 5 here, so that's alright. The prevailing theory is the big shots if Funimation didn't like him. I could imagine that would be the case. Was I right about the evangelical Christian thing, though? Because I feel like that's still true, that he was rude or something. Jesus Christ, Mario. Did you see that? Yeah, no shit. Nice fucking cheats. Nice fucking elite hacks, Mario. Goddamn. Oh, we could do a field trip to Kickassia. I've still never watched Kickassia. Is it good? I've always figured that it was probably garbage.
Nice birdie.
You actually playing Mario Golf? Yeah, I love Mario Golf. Don't be mean, Jared. You're just mad because you're a pro Jared fan. Yeah, exactly. He fucks up the simplest putt earlier, and now he gets like a bank off of a tree leaf, off of a small leaf.
Nice par.
Yeah, I've seen him pray with people too. I've also seen him pray with people at cons. That's sweet though.
Ready?
Like praying with other people of your denomination, that's adorable. As long as they don't make me do it, you know what I'm saying? As long as they ain't fucking getting all up in my business, making me pray to God. Am I right, gamers? Am I fucking right? Anyways, I think he's probably fine then. That's all I've ever heard was that thing. That was a little bit too much. Looks like. Not really where I wanted the ball to go, but I think I can still make it. Yeah, that's really all I care about with like the AVGN movies is like is everybody having fun? Because like To Boldly Flee looks like no one is having fun. You winning, son? I am winning. I'm at -7 when everybody else is at -5. I am winning by a massive margin.
Nice shot.
I did. I finally got good. You have no clue about how golf works? Golf works on the scoring of how many, like the least amount of putts you can get to the goal to get to the hole. That's basically it. Every place, every hole has a number for par, which is the average amount of putts or average amount of hits that they think that it will take to get into the hole. Like for instance, on this one, it's par 4 in the upper left-hand corner. That means that the people who made the hole think it'll probably take about 4 hits to get in there. And if you can get better than that, then good. So, like, for instance, I'm at a -6 right now, which means that I am 6 below the combined par of all of the, yeah, I'm at -7, which means with all of the holes combined at par, I'm 7 below what I should be right now.
Nice on.
Yeah, Suburban Nights is just embarrassing looking. Like, I don't think I could make Suburban Nights. I really don't. I can do a lot of cringy shit on film, but I don't think even I could make Suburban Nights. So, Legs, is this when you surprise me and tell me that you actually know Doug on a first name basis and you're going to ask him to be on the show? Looks like I'm going to... See, for instance, it looks like I'm going to make par this turn. I'm on my 4th stroke, and par is 4, so... Looks like I'm going to get 0 points this turn. Or this hole. And that's if I don't fuck this up majorly. Which I might. I got it. Shot on location, unfortunately, yeah.
Birdie.
If you were friends with Doug Walker, what would you tell him? Would you tell him that you're glad that he had fun making what he did? Or would you, like, point out some of the cringy shit that he did? That video of him reacting to Oni plays recently made me really happy and made me really have a lot more respect for him. Where he was just like, hey man, as long as they're having fun, as long as people can have fun, that's what's important. So there's barely any wind this time. Just like this. We'll do the 4. And let's try to get it. Let's try to get that hole in one. See, for a hole in one, we'll probably need to be about there. And then super backspin. Then a little bit backwards. And we missed just barely. You're getting sweaty just thinking about it.
Nice on.
Just realize your avatar looks like a light skin. What is that? Like a light bringer? Because that sounds like very racist. Is the cheek clenching? I don't know what you're talking about. My cheeks aren't clenched. This is just how my cheeks normally are. Oh, for fuck's sake, Mario. You're gonna where did he put me? All the way over there. Wonderful. Thank you, Mario. Later tonight, I'm gonna go to Mario's house, and I'm gonna do a little bit of something to him. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna sneak in there, and I'm gonna have my way with something special that shares a little bit of a bed with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Anyways, let's just try this. Okay. That was an alright hit.
Nice.
Yeah, Linkara just seemed like, no, they're just making fun of the way that I talk. Well, I don't get it. Why does he make fun of the way that I talk? I don't get it. That guy's just an asshole. Search it up. I swear it's not a racist joke. You search it up for me and send me a link. The burden of proof relies on the racist. You racist. Yeah, I got par. I'm winning by such a massive margin now that I think I can just call this game done, but we've only got 3 more holes, so I might as well just play them through. Like, there's no way I'm losing this at this point. There's almost no way that I'm gonna not even make first. Well, maybe if I land behind those trees. You gotta do a charity stream for my boy, my little sweet angel. What's wrong with your little boy? Tell me what's wrong with your sweet little boy, your sweet precious little angel, your delicate little flower. Hey, Beat. Help Christian get to Evergreen PonyCon? Is that really a thing? Because if that's a thing, I will totally do this. How much money does he need? He's raised $5,000. Okay, she's exceeded her goal. Okay. Damn, if that was still going, I would totally 100% do a charity stream for Chris Chan. I interviewed Geno Samuel, for God's sakes. I have to. I'm almost completely yeah. 20 million euros to get to PonyCon? I don't know about that. Beat, are you going to PonyCon? You should go to PonyCon, Beat. I really like that dream, KZ. That sounds almost like a nightmare. Like, that sounds like a fever dream. That legitimately, like, sounds like a fever dream. FarmCat84, thank you for gifting a sub to Masterboard. Are you really a cat in a pharmacy? Or are you a cat on a farm? Oh. Interview you? I told you, one of these days. You're a cat pharmacist? That's adorable. How did you get your cat PhD? For your own personal use from the pharmacy? You're a cat. Do you steal the catnip from the pharmacy? Pharmacies now have like marijuana in them, like just like dispensaries do. So assuming that like they like list of people I want to